Let me tell you a story about a little girl who was looking for something better in the world, so she hopped on her bike, made her way downtown, and you wouldn't believe what she found. She found her library up in fiery flames, and it wouldn't be long till it all burned to the ground. She covered her eyes, closed her ears to the sounds of Shelley, Milton, and Orwell as they were consumed by this fiery inferno hell. That's what the government says. They got the idea in their head that there were so many books that they wanted to ban that it'd just be easier to burn them all. So that's how we'll shape their mindset. One said each book alike, and like what was that one book, Fahrenheit 451? Yeah, that's how we'll get it done. So they all leaned back in their big chairs and grinned, and that's how all the library books ended up gone with the wind. Now, mind you, this is a made-up reality, but what if I told you that this tragedy is actuality? Maybe not of such gravity, but books have been repeatedly banned in history, and not only here, in over 100 different countries, and I ask, why? Do they think by reading you turn into a monster? I've heard you are what you eat, but I do not believe you are what you read. Do they think a banned book list is synonymous with a to-do list? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but my plans aren't to kill any mockingbirds, become your next American Psycho, or Catcher in the Rye because you think it's as easy as catching a gold or catching 22. Well, I got news for you. It's not at all. Think by taking away you're helping our humanity, but really you're injuring it detrimentally. You tried to hide all the sexualization, profanization, and something about a communist nation, but you're murdering, repeatedly stabbing in my imagination through your lack of integration. I don't want to live in a world where Gatsby was never great, where singing birds were never caged, where jungles never existed, where 1984 was just another year, and where Moby Dick was just another whale. A place where I couldn't find the call of the wild because you hid where the wild things were. You want a world where things don't fall apart. See, that's the issue. These books are about real issues, ones that make you think, open up your mind, maybe make you pick up a box of tissues. This is our humanity, and banning these issues of reality is the beginning of our insanity. Perhaps you want to keep our minds small from getting much bigger, so you leave gaps in our history by censoring words like, you justify your banning because of racism. Why find such hypocrisy in your policy? Because as you preach about racism, you're committing your own crime of discrimination against books. Because they're different, or you don't want to comprehend them because you're scared they actually have something of substance to say. I mean, who cares if that one character is gay? He's happy. But you'd rather put up a defensive shield and require us all to yield, and God help me if I attempt to kneel, because you've created a great injustice that's lost my trust. You've impeached the freedom of speech of the authors who are bold enough to speak and give a voice to those who couldn't. Who knows what that Scraps or Salmon was seeking to say with his satanic verses, or what Hawthorne hoped to humanize with his haphazard heroine Hester. Well, I think I got you all figured out. Because as you burn and ban and boulderize my beloved books and try to make them nevermore, I realize what to make of your whole charade. Because you're just really afraid of a brave new world.